Hello and welcome everyone. Namaste. My name's John King from Karmic Seeds. I'm a licensed hypnotherapist and Reiki master, and I thank you for joining us here today in this moment of the ever-present now. And wherever you are in this amazing world, I hope this finds you well and happy. A couple of brief safety points first. Depending on your mental state of health and where you are in your life's journey at the moment, please ensure that you check with your licensed medical practitioner and licensed mental health practitioner to make sure that a hypnotic trance and some energy work is right for you today. If you are underage, then please get your parents' or guardians' permission before listening to this recording. As always, we'll see how this evolves, and hopefully I'll only ramble for about 10-15 minutes about this, that and the other before we get to the trance. Been an interesting week, lots of big energy around once again, and in tapping into self-love and the love of the community and this amazing world we live in. Perhaps if you need rose quartz to remind you of love and that we are all beings of love, then you might need a little bit of help or a lot of help, depending. Because it's a bizarre world at the moment, and many of us are struggling. And personally, I too, at times, am struggling. In being self-loving, self-caring, the glorious, weird hippie that I am, and allowing each of us to be ourselves, and that's all we can be is ourselves, then what do you want to get out of today? What do you personally hope that this journey will bring you over the next 45 minutes to an hour? I'm going to talk a little bit about judging and self-judging and social conditioning, etc. Not too much. I harp on about that often. A simple reminder, we are all connected. We may not like that, and yet we are a part of a bigger organism. Just like we have these trillions of cells that are part of our being, and not just all our own genetic cells. There is a whole microbiome that keeps us alive, nourishes us, that we have a symbiotic relationship with. So too, we are reliant on our current culture and society wherever we are. Now, we may not like that at times, and it most certainly is very difficult and trying to walk this world at the moment and not judge when you're being judged, and when the negativity bias that has helped direct our evolution to survive also means that unfortunately, or fortunately, or it just is, that we tend to have this need and want to judge and be judged. And when other people judge us, we take that personal. So as part of today's trance, I'm going to invite you and give you the suggestion that you not take personally how other people perceive you and how other people may judge you. Each of us within ourselves has our true, genuine self. And then we have that which we present to the outside world, coated in layers of guilt and shame and compliance in different ways, to try to not stand out too much, to not be so different that we might become ostracized or thrown out of the tribe, or whatever other survival instincts led us eventually to be the glorious people that we are now. In giving ourselves permission to be who we are and working on allowing everyone else to be who they are, that will give us a lot of deep inner peace. And that's really easy to say, and even with significant amounts of meditation, it's quite difficult to reprogram your own neurophysiology and biochemistry and spirituality and all the things that make you you, to reduce the judging, to allow everyone to be, to not want to control other people, especially the ones closest to us, so that we can create our own happiness by allowing, by being content and not judging. Now, we take on so much at different levels of what other people say, and that's not particularly healthy at times, especially in the current times where there's so much negative energy, so many people struggling. And when we allow ourselves to step back for a moment and observe, so most of us, we don't particularly enjoy or admit to enjoying being in a group of people that is gossiping and carrying on about someone. And yet, why do we do it? What do we get from it? When we judge other people in that type of scenario, we get a sense of entitlement and empowerment. We are better than the person that we're bitching about. And there, is all sorts of pros and cons to that. And when we remember that, when we're doing that, and we're feeling better about ourselves because we're judging someone else, of course, what we don't like in other people is what we don't like in ourselves. And there's a significant grain of truth in that. So the more we observe ourselves, and if we don't want to judge, if we don't want to be bitchy, then that also means that, hey, we need to take a bit of time to adjust our behavior and observe and allow. Now, sometimes it's really difficult not to get sucked into those moments. And when you do start to step out of it regularly, we can actually go too far the other way, and suddenly we're judging too much those people that are judging others, which again, we're actually once again engaged in those sorts of activities that bring a certain energy into our spirit, which ultimately we then, in honing that skill, the more we do something, the better we get at it, the more we continue to judge ourselves and take personally that which we're experiencing in our life, and we want to do better, and yet for whatever reason we may not have improved or aren't improving as quickly and as well as we would like. And so we judge, and so we can actually get some parts of ourselves judging other parts of ourselves, and that makes those parts feel better. And of course, the bit that's being judged is feeling worse and worse, and our inner child, which is trying to learn, which is trying to become better and change in the way that we want, just hides away a little bit more, goes deeper within ourselves, and either rebels or doesn't do what we're berating it to do, because we're not working with ourselves in the best optimal way. So what can we do? How can we change? How do you wish to change? Imagine for a moment being able to love everyone, and that includes those people that really deeply get under your skin, where you just think, what a waste of oxygen and space. Now, it's a lovely thought process, and we do our best, and when you're in a good space and you've meditated for the day and you've done really good yoga, which I've done today, so woo, and your energies are calm, then it's easy to do a meditation where you send love and gratitude, not just to everyone that you love, including yourself, because we all love ourselves, of course, to also send that energy to your enemies, to those who do horrible things, who we remember that they too are traumatized. And for whatever reason, they have culturally, socially, genetically, and everything else, environmentally, become the person that they are. So while they may wish to harm us, kill us, torture us, whatever they may wish to do, if we can send them love, if we can easily in our own mind say, may you be happy, may you be free from suffering. Just because we don't agree with someone and we don't condone their action, just because I send someone love doesn't mean that I want them to continue. However, I can accept that it's often not for me to try to change that person. So in working with ourselves, relying and allowing ourselves to be who we are every time, all the time, because we can't be anyone else. That's us. We struggle and fight against it, and we judge and we're critical. So in softening to ourselves, being grateful and self-compassionate, then it becomes easier, even in those moments when we're triggered, when we're angry, to observe. And when we're really triggered, and I've recently gone through a very, very triggered period, where there was a lot of rage and trauma that surfaced, and I won't go into details about what happened, and it was around certain probably human resource practices from my past is a good way of describing it. Anyway, in having to deal with the legal world and aspects of that, you forget yourself. When you're triggered in trauma and your body is behaving like it did 25 years ago when I was going through tough times in certain ways, 20 years ago, then now in hindsight, I can reflect and I can grow from that period. And even while I was in the very worst of that, I still did my tapping and managed to survive. So allow yourself to remember that we're all surviving and we're all struggling to survive. And how we perceive things compared to how other people perceive things, the level of importance, all these different things, very personal. So I invite you as part of the trance today to give yourself permission as much as possible to soften your heart, to reduce judgment in yourself and others, and in doing that, to simply more and more not hold on to the judgment of others. So if other people that you know and love, or don't know and don't love, if they judge how you live your life, who you see, what you do, what your habits are, don't take that personally. That's their journey, that's their karma. How they judge you, that's up to you, up to them. How you take that into yourself, how you respond, how you allow it to affect you, that is under your control. So in sitting regularly or lying down or standing up, or however you meditate and or listen to these recordings, practice these trances, then allow yourself more and more to lovingly soften within yourself to yourself and others, to not hold on to those stories of insufficiency, and instead to automatically, more and more regularly, come back to the moment of now. Let a gentle, happy, wise smile linger around your face as you remember, first of all, wow, how amazing are we? Each one of us is an amazing miracle. It doesn't matter what the character of the being is. The fact that we're here, that this life energy flows through us, and it's just all so deliciously glorious. And I love using the word delicious at the moment, so apologies for that, or not. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry at all, even if you judge me. So, smile at yourself. Smile at other people, even the ones that really piss you off. And then relax, do your best, enjoy. With that, I'm now going to start the trance. I'm going to turn down these lights and we'll see what else comes out of my mouth as we progress. So I invite you now to make yourself comfortable. Make sure that you're not going to be disturbed for about half an hour or so from this point on. And give yourself permission to so deeply relax that for a while you can let go of all of those little stories in your mind about your own personal suffering and other people's suffering and the injustices of the world. All of that, well, they're still going to be there in their way when you return. And perhaps you can allow yourself to shift your perspective, to grow and strengthen wisdom from these experiences. and more to simply not take things so personally, to let it go, so that every day and every way you grow stronger, happier and healthier, calm and relaxed. As you now make yourself comfortable, ideally with your head nicely supported wherever you are, and when you're ready, I invite you to look up and take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, allow your eyes to close. Let yourself sink deeper into yourself and into wherever you're sitting, lying, standing, doing whatever. Just relax for a while and listen to all of the sounds around you, both inside and outside of the room where you are. As you allow those different gentle sounds to wash over you, some of them quite pleasant, and more, I invite you to allow any sound that is not an emergency to relax you, to take you deeper. If there is an emergency, you'll instantly be able to open your eyes and deal with it. You can always move and shift if you need to make yourself more comfortable. You can swallow, move your hand. You can open your eyes anytime you wish, just to check and make sure things are still as they are. If you don't like to have your eyes closed at all, that's also okay. Just allow your gaze to be gentle and unfocused, and just let information slowly drift into you. Otherwise, as you continue to relax and drift deeper now, I invite you to monitor your breathing, just breathing in and out normally. And very gently allow each out-breath to relax you a little bit more. Next, as much as you can, I'd like you to relax and soften your body. Be aware, gently caress any tension within you, and as much as you can, let it go. And don't fret or stress about any tension you cannot release. That will happen as and when is natural. So perhaps starting with the muscles in and around your eyes, see and feel that relaxation moving down your face as you relax your cheeks, your mouth and your jaw, and even relaxing the muscles inside your mouth. See and feel that relaxation moving over your forehead, over the top of your head and down the back of your neck, as you relax your shoulders and arms. Relaxing your hands and your fingers. Relaxing your chest and your stomach, your hips and your legs. Relaxing your feet and your toes. As you continue to drift deeper now at a pace that's just right for you. Then in a moment, as I count from 10 to 1, allow yourself to relax a little bit more with each count. Perhaps you'd like to see or feel yourself moving down a familiar set of stairs. Or you might allow clouds to drift by in your mind's eye. If you are not visual, that's okay. Don't stress about it. Don't think that you can't do this. For some of us aren't visual. It took me many years of practice before I became visual in lighter trances. So imagine that you're there with your eyes closed and that you can imagine the concepts of what I'm talking about near you. And then just simply continue to relax. When I get to the number 1, you may find yourself in a most beautiful, safe and comfortable healing space that is right for you. For some of you, that will be a shapeless, formless void where you feel absolutely safe and secure. Or you might find yourself by the beach or in the rainforest or in a forest or crystal cave or you name it, a place where you feel drawn to, that you are safe and secure, where you can allow yourself to give your mind a little tune-up in that space, allow your subconscious mind to make those beneficial changes that you desire, and just allow your spirit to deeply rest, relax, and charge and recharge. So I'm going to start now at the number 10 and 9, relaxing and letting go. 8, nobody wanting anything and nobody needing anything from you at the moment. This is your relaxation and trance. 7, as you gently drift deeper down. 6, more and more relaxed as all stress, tension, and negative energy leaves you at your pace. 5, and 4, any sound that's not an emergency taking you deeper. 3, more and more relaxed. 2, allowing your healing space now to come closer. As 1, you find yourself in that space which is right for you today. If your mind hasn't settled on any one place or is still darting about doing the shopping or whatever else, smile at that. Allow my words to wash over you, and more you will return to this sound, these sounds. And as you do, your space will become clearer in your mind, in a pace that's right for you. And in that space, you simply give yourself permission to relax, observe, recharge, and judge less, and accept more. And usually I would go to a lovely, healing, cleared space in the forest somewhere, really connected to nature, with a flowing stream of water, burbling over smooth rocks, and that cool, fresh, shiny, transparent, gurgling, happy little stream of water. As and when needed, I'd simply put my feet in it, or even my whole body, to let the water take away the negative energy and stresses. If you're not a water spirit, perhaps a gentle breeze would caress your cheeks, or you might sit on a ground that's made of smooth rock, or even wonderful forest mulch, or beach sand, or whatever. Allow yourself to feel the surface you would be sitting on or lying on. Notice the textures and colours it would have. There might be birdsong nearby, and you might hear leaves rustling in the breeze, and more you simply relax into this space. And as you do, you continue to allow your energies to become stronger, for you to go deeper within yourself. And as you do, all these different sounds around you, without judgment, let them flow over you and around you, and allow those different sounds, however they may arise, to make you smile lovingly at yourself as you observe your own body's responses to them. So as you relax, remember that everything happens for a reason. So work with everything that happens around you. As you continue to give yourself permission to allow the lovely sights, sounds, and sensations around you to become more and more real, immerse yourself in that, and very gently, lovingly observe yourself. Some of us now will be in very deep trances already, and others will be barely below the surface, continuing to struggle with our own stories of suffering and distraction, and that's okay. Allow all these different things. And at the same time, I wonder, what would life be like if we judged less and accepted more? If we stopped wasting our energy on things that are beyond our control. And in recognizing what's beyond our control, and then very self-lovingly encouraging ourselves to spend more time on those things that nourish us, strengthen us, and fill our own cup, then we can more and more easily give without expectation and allow ourselves to be the loving energy being that we wish to be. So as you ground in this moment, I'm now going to connect the universal healing Reiki energy to all of us. With your permission, it will flow through you. Without your permission, it won't. And whatever energy finds you today, allow it if you wish, and simply relax and trust that, as someone just said to me today, the universe has your back. So lovingly smile at yourself and accept yourself. Don't take into yourself other people's judgments or negativity. Allow yourself to do your own research on life. Don't take for granted what is written, what is even socially accepted at times, when so often, when we reevaluate and do our research, we may find that other ways are possible, are often even healthy. So love and accept and encourage yourself. Do your own life research and take you into yourself that which is right for you today. And perhaps you might become aware of a most beautiful, soothing, healing energy now, connecting to the crown of your head or other parts of your body or spirit, depending on how you perceive it. And as I connect, you might feel as if a most beautiful, gentle, loving shaft of sunlight was touching your forehead. Perhaps feeling a gentle, comforting, loving and forgiving warmth. There might be a golden glow or any other color. Or you might simply allow my words to wash over you and take you deeper, depending on what you feel and what is right for you today. As the soothing, loving energy moves across your forehead and face, perhaps you feel your muscles relaxing even more. If it helps you, put your hand on your heart. Allow your own loving energy to also flow into yourself. Then as this loving, soothing energy moves across your face, then gently rests on your throat for a while. Allow your throat to relax. Give yourself permission to voice into creation the reality that you wish to experience. More and more you may find yourself talking, speaking with respect. And when I say with respect, that is with respect for yourself and the other person. And we can be respectful even to people we despise and loathe, because we should respect each other and our journey. If someone has a certain programming, then even though we may not like it, it's still their programming. So using words that are appropriate and understood and respectfully get the message across, we can allow ourselves to express ourselves. So often we don't. So often we're afraid of the other person's response or our own, or what may happen. So allow yourself to be wise in your communication. Take your time and don't rush. Don't bottle things up in a way that's unhealthy. Journal and express yourself to yourself and find out what you really wish to say and need to say to yourself and to others and to the world. And then you allow yourself to do that. As this loving, soothing energy now moves across your shoulders, feel any burdens you've been carrying just gently lift it off those shoulders as you more deeply relax. Let go. Feel your breathing become easier as your chest expands with all the loving, healing energy that is right for you today. As your breathing becomes easier, you more deeply relax. Feel into your heart for a moment. Any pain, sorrow, hurt you're holding here and carrying, grief and loss. Give yourself permission to feel it. If it feels overwhelming, then don't feel it all. And bring in and allow the loving, healing energy to flow through you and not from you. To fill up and heal all and any of those past hurts. They are in the past now, and we can grow from them in wisdom and strength. And let go at our own pace, without judgment. And gently as this discomfort in our heart eases, and more we remember we are loving awareness. This love inside that's been colored by all our life experiences and past traumas, personally, historically. Then we can resonate with and remember this amazing loving energy that we are, that we contain and embody. And we can share that in healthy, loving ways. As this healing energy now moves to your abdomen, to your gut, allow any tension or tightness to ease and soften. Any hurt to our ego that we've been holding on to, how people have wronged us, things that happen. Let a glowing, loving, gentle, forgiving energy spread through that. Allow all the connections we have to everyone else in the world around us. Allow them to be lovingly cleansed and cleared and reorganized in such a way that the knots are less and manageable, or even gone completely. Those that are not important or relevant in our lives, they're moved further away, reducing their effect. And as you do, more and more you feel more relaxed and at ease in this area. And any tension that you've had in your gut can relax and unwind. As those knots soften and ease, you let go more and drift deep. As I count again from 10 to 1, you become twice as relaxed with each count. You go twice as deep with each count. And you allow the beautiful, healing, soothing, loving sight, sound, sensations around you to become twice as real with each count, until you reach the level that is right for you today. And as you do, you drift deeper. As I count from 10 to 9, going twice as deep. 8, becoming twice as relaxed. 7, twice as real. 6, and 5, twice as deep again. 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you continue to relax and drift deeper, you allow this loving, healing energy now to spread to the very base of your spine and down your leg, grounding you into this moment of now, allowing you to accept yourself exactly as you are in this moment, allowing yourself to forgive yourself and everyone in your journey to this moment. And in doing so, accepting this reality to give you the strength, to give you the ability to create the reality you wish to experience. in a way and at a pace that is right for you. Being more present, being more lovingly, joyfully, mindfully present in your physical vessel, accepting the struggles and reducing the levels of discomfort, reducing the stories of suffering to a more manageable state, so that you can give yourself permission to focus on enjoying life and finding those parts of your life important to you that bring you joy, and letting go of guilt and shame that may prevent you from enjoying yourself as much as you should, finding the right balance for you. And as you do, as you drift deeper and let go, once again, now more and more, you simply feel those deep levels of radiant joy and gratitude for being in this life, having this life, and remembering more and more to focus on the positives. Our mind is geared towards focusing on the negatives as a survival instinct. And now that is less important. Now we feed ourselves more positive, loving, healing, good energy. And as we do, our systems become healthy. And we can more easily accept and deal with life as it is in this moment of now. And it's always this moment of now. So rest here for a while. See and feel yourself perhaps in the most beautiful, soothing, healing cocoon of radiant, loving energy as you continue to let go at your pace. If it helps you, if there are things from your past you need to, wish to, want to make peace with, perhaps using the imagery, the concepts of a photo album and a fire can help you. So perhaps in your healing space you might become aware of a beautiful small healing fire, a fire that's made with beautiful flames, made from love, compassion and understanding. You might feel the radiant warmth or see the flames dancing and shadows flickering. However you experience, this gives you comfort. If you do not like fire, then perhaps you use the stream of water and energy to wash away. However you use it. Imagine that now you're holding a photo album. And this photo album has all of the highlights of your life. And about 90% at the front of this photo album are happy, wonderful moments of your life. And how our photo album looks is a very personal thing. And of course, often we focus more on the negatives. Imagine now that the last 10th or so of your photo album has pictures, concepts of moments of past pain and suffering. And as you open to the first page of that, there is a prominent picture of something that's on your mind or someone that you need to make peace with, who may have hurt you in the past. And you'll only do this at your pace, feeling comfortable, feeling safe and sound. And here you are always safe and sound, for nothing can hurt you and no one can hurt you. So as you look at that picture, it'll be small if it's a big thing. You might initially feel tension or discomfort as you look at it. And now you take that picture out of the photo album and you either put it in the flames made from love, compassion and understanding. Or if you're using water or other imagery, then you'll wash it away and allow it to wash away. But imagine you put it in the fire. And as you do, and you see the edges starting to curl and starting to smoke and flame and catch fire, and the picture starts to bubble and then burn brightly. As it burns, allow it to cleanse and clear your energy connection to that moment. Let all of the negative connotations, the negative interpretations burn away. And as that photo becomes clean, crisp, white ash, allow all the negative energy of that experience now to be burnt away, so that you feel lighter as it burns. You feel more relaxed, and you find it more easy to completely forgive that event and the people involved, as you remember that all of that is in the past, and that it loses its hold over you. It happened, it is what it is. Everyone has their own story. You release yourself from that now, and you grow in strength and wisdom from the experience. Now, you move to the next picture of the photo album that is negative, and again, you burn it or wash it, and as you do, again you feel lighter. You now give yourself permission for a while to make peace with and let go of the negatives of your past. So as you do, in this space, perhaps you hear the flames of the fire and again feel the gentle waves of warmth, or however you experience it. You are at peace in this space. Your healing cocoon of energy grows stronger, and once again the connections are cleansed and cleared, as you remember that we are all connected. We are all part of a bigger picture, and that's okay. Everything will be okay. It always is. So lovingly smile at yourself as you release and relax. And you will continue to do this now at your pace. Some of us have a lot of pictures to burn, and we may have to come back here a few times to make sure that we've gotten rid of all of the last little snapshots. And some of us have very few negative, whatever and however. Lovingly smile. Drift deeper. And give yourself permission now for a while to let go. As you do, become more relaxed, more at ease, as you release yourself from your own judgment and the judgment of others. At the deepest levels, you will remember this state and go even deeper. As you give yourself permission to forgive yourself and others, to release yourself from the need for an apology and not condone the action. Doesn't mean that if someone did something bad that it was right if you forgive them. It simply means you let go of that past and you can grow from it. If it helps you, if you wish, you may send a gentle little prayer of compassion to those people who have hurt you in the past. I wish for you a healing experience in this life or the next that allows you to understand my point of view. That is a nice, gentle way to send compassionate energy even to an enemy, and allow that more beneficial way of feeling the energy within yourself. So as you more deeply relax and ground into this moment of now, you let go and release and drift deep. As you do, as you become more and more a part of everything, as you join and remember we are all connected, and you allow yourself to be a part of a world where you may not agree with some or even a lot of what is going on. You allow it at your level. And then as your path becomes clearer from a centered, relaxed state, you can then make those beneficial changes to yourself, to your environment that gives you strength and confidence and allows you then to make those changes socially, economically, that affect yourself and others, and that might plant those seeds for personal and professional growth for yourself and others, that again makes us all a better place. So as you relax, as you stop judging yourself, and you remember to stop judging yourself, and you forget to judge yourself, then more and more your life becomes easier and more enjoyable and more loving. And you share that energy with everyone around you. And then every day and every way you become stronger, happy and healthier, calm and relaxed. If you need or want, you can anchor yourself in this sensation anytime you wish, either by using the OK signal where your index finger and thumb are touching, or you might hold a special crystal that is right for you today to anchor you, or you might have a necklace or other anchor to this moment. And as and when needed, you may automatically during stressful periods use those anchors to relax you, to calm you. And from those moments of calm, we then create our best possible future in a calm and deliberate and strong way. As you allow those beneficial suggestions now to become a permanent part of your subconscious mind, and very gently, as you allow yourself to see and feel the future you that you are becoming, strong and confident, no longer taking into yourself the judgment of others, instead loving and encouraging yourself, being more relaxed, stronger, more forgiving for yourself and others, accepting this world. Then that strong future you aligns, and you align with that strong future you. And you integrate and become whole. You become that future you that you already are, stronger, confident, a nice protective energy barrier around you, your aura, or simply a mental inner protection, so that more and more any negative energy from this world, any negative words or intentions simply wash over you like water over a duck's back. You no longer hold on to those judgments. Now you only take into you the loving, healing, positive energy, words and intentions, strengthening and deepening your deep inner calm. So as you integrate now and feel stronger, healthier, more confident, and very gently you prepare to return. And as I count from 1 to 5, you slowly return at your own pace. And when I get to the number 5, your eyes will open when you're ready. As I count from 1, this deeply relaxed state which is always within you, which anytime you need or want, you'll simply give yourself the OK signal or other anchor when it is safe to do so, and you will return to this level of trance or this level of relaxation that is safe and correct for that moment. To 2, gently, slowly and beautifully starting to return. A feeling of deep rest and love returning with you. 3, slowly coming closer now, starting to wriggle your fingers and moving some of the larger muscle groups. As 4, almost back into your body now. And 5, welcome back. Take your time. If your eyes won't open yet, just wait. They'll open automatically when you are ready. Now, I hope you enjoyed that trance. Thank you again for sharing this moment of now. Thank you again, especially to all of my subscribers, and all feedback, as always, welcome. As you now allow yourself just for a while to be in your own space, to reflect whatever surface, observe, feel how you're going. If you need to remember to do this regularly, the more often we do this, the more we cleanse our energy and rest and recenter and recharge. If there's anything in particular you would like included in the next trance, then please let me know. Once again, I'm John King from Karmic Seeds. Really appreciate you joining me, and I hope you get some benefit from this. Sharing is caring. I wish you all the very best and much love and gratitude. All those happy, hippie things. Namaste.